Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Nile TV International, our today's edition of Africa Today, and it was a technical mistake as we are starting now the issue of Sudan and the diplomatic high-level meeting between our Foreign Minister Dr. Badr Abdelati and his Sudanese counterpart Muhyiddin Salim, and they discussed the updates and the Sudanese conflict, and also Dr. Badr Abdelati reaffirmed our commitments, or Egypt's commitment, to resume peace and stability in the Sudanese country, and to reveal peace and stability for the Sudanese people, and to alleviate the suffering of the nation over there. Well, to shed more light on this, we are delighted to be joined over the phone by His Excellency Ambassador Mohammad Shazly, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Your Excellency, great pleasure having you with us.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
Yes, so through the conflict of Sudan and Libya, Egypt is always reaffirming its commitment and engaging to approach the ceasefire and the settlement over there in the Sudanese country, to let the nation over there enjoy the peace and prosperity. How do you find our tireless diplomatic efforts, first of all, to resume peace in Sudan?
It is the destiny of Egypt to pursue peace in all the Arab conflicts. Since the civil war in Lebanon in 1958 and the civil war in Yemen, and in every African and every Arab country, Egypt has exerted the utmost capability to secure peace. Having said this, you cannot secure peace and stability except if the persons or the parties that are involved realize the importance of peace and security to their country. Unfortunately, in the case of Sudan seceded from Egypt in 1956, and since 1956 it has always been in civil wars and internal conflicts, starting with the civil war with the South, which lasted for 50 years and cost the lives of hundreds of thousands of Sudanese and created havoc and destruction all over Sudan, and it ended with the secession of South Sudan. After the fighting stopped with the South, it started in Darfur in the West for another 20 years, and tens of thousands have been killed, and immense destruction has been happening. After that, there is the conflict now between the center, between the army and the rapid deployment force. You have to resign conflict and seek peace. Whatever external advice you get, it will not fruit except if the Sudanese people and the Sudanese leaders realize that what has been done over 65 years or 60 years has squandered the wealth of Sudan, which is one of the richest countries in Africa and in the Arab West.
Yes, Your Excellency. Yes, and as you mentioned, Your Excellency, it's Egypt's destiny, and they starting from the dawn of the history, or the mankind's history, to always support and defend all the nationalizations and all the liberations movements and all the peace process everywhere. So, and as you mentioned, Sudan, of course, is the great depth of Egypt. How is Egypt really, I mean, engaged to secure and safeguard the peace and the peace truth in Sudan, not only to ensure or to secure its borders, but to safeguard the peace and security for the whole region?
As you have mentioned, Egypt has always supported the liberation movement in Africa and the Arab world. What is happening in Sudan is not a liberation. It is a struggle for power, and it is a struggle for the wealth of the nation by parties that I don't think have shown any concern for the
It comes under civil war, yeah?
It is a civil war.
It is a civil war, yes.
Indeed.
Yep.
Now, what is happening in Sudan does not only jeopardize the security of Egypt, I think it jeopardizes the security of the whole Arab world. The Arab world today is surrounded by tremendous dangers and surrounded by enemies who are trying to pounce on our wealth and on our sovereignty and on our land and on our people. We should join ranks to defend ourselves against this, not to fight against one another. What is happening in the Arab world today is that the Libyans are fighting one another, the Sudanese are fighting one another, the Yemenis are fighting one another, while, you know, the real enemies of the Arabs are attacking us and killing us. What is happening, the atrocities that the rapid deployment force is committing in Darfur is distracting the world public attention from the atrocities that the Israelis are committing in Gaza. And therefore, it serves the interests of Israel, and it serves the interests of all those who are harboring ill will towards the Arabs and towards the Africans indeed.
Yeah, Your Excellency, and coming back and just flashing the Peace Summit of Sharm 25 as the co-chaired by President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and the American President Donald Trump, with the attendance and participating of the 20 world leaders. This scene, I mean, it gives us a great hope that it's not difficult for the clever Egyptian diplomacy to achieve and to reach truce and ceasefire in Sudan, and to bring the two disputing fronts together and to persuade them to sit on a negotiating table to end the conflicts over there. What your insight on this?
I think, you know, we should build upon every success that has been achieved and learn lessons, and at the same time not build exaggerated hopes on what has happened. What has happened in Gaza is that we have stopped the bloodshed, and this is, or stopped part of the bloodshed, because blood is still being shed by the Israelis there. This is a step in the right direction, but we have, as they say, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. And as I told you, the most important thing is that those who are directly concerned realize that blood is thicker than water, and that killing their brothers is a crime against humanity, against religion, against decency, and against everything positive in life.
Yep. Well, we all cross fingers, and we just hope and to enjoy peace again in the Sudanese country and the Sudanese neighboring country. Well, Your Excellency, Ambassador Mohammad Shazly, former Assistant Foreign Minister, many thanks for your insights and for being with us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and now to the one of a kind, the first ever event of its kind, the inauguration of the Grand Egyptian Museum, which is anticipated by the whole world and the mass media of the whole world. Just 3 days, we are counting down 3 days for the inauguration of the Grand Egyptian Museum with the great event. Which will amaze the whole world more than the Golden Mummies Parade. Well, let's enjoy this report and we'll come back.